welcome back to RockCrawlinJeeps. Little update, we're going to show you all a little bit of like what this thing's going to look like. I planned on going Falcons all the way, and I planned on going 37s, but when the deal comes up, you just take it. So we have some 39-inch BFG KR2 Baja TA. These are a substantial tire. You'll notice there's a little something missing in the form of a raceline beadlock. So somebody buy my other raceline beadlocks with the Falcon 35s on them so I can order new beadlocks. It'd be awesome. There's a really good deal. Hit us up if you want them. I'm even willing to pallet them and ship them to you. So, and that'd help us get this done. But 39s. And the goal is to have this no taller than my garage door so we can still park it inside the garage, take it in and out. Unfortunately, the tent does have to come off, but not the end of the world. So today, we're going to get messy. We have a whole bunch of axle brackets to cut off, get the axles cleaned up so we can get some trusses on them as soon as those become available to us. So we're excited to get going. Let's do it. Time to clean these up. So we're going to get going. Keep in mind when you do this that these things are dangerous. They hurt. Wear some proper safety glasses, wear some gloves. Even wear a long sleeve if you want. I put one on for about 3 minutes and got hot, so not doing that. But into it we go. Or not. Go check the plug. Now that we've got some power, that's also important, we're just going to cut off everything that kind of attaches, and then we'll move to the leaf spring perches themselves. So let's get to it. Are you serious? And we're back again. All right, so now that this works, I really hope it does when I hit this button. Ah! There goes the sway bar. All right, it's just that easy. Next up, shocks. So we'll undo that bolt. That way we still have that to use as a locator if we want to for our e-brake. And that's really about it. I mean, see if we can get that loosened up. I'll probably just make another cut. Then we'll cut the welds right here and try and knock those off. Last bit for the first one. Overall, not too bad. Easier than we thought. So now we're just going to take the flap wheel over that and clean it up. One mount down. These things are pretty beefy. That's some thick steel. So we used a cutoff wheel, sawzall, a hammer, and a pry bar, and some brute force. Off she came. We cleaned her up with the angle grinder. I did see that when I was doing my cuts with the cut wheel, I went a little further than I should. Not a huge deal on a tube this thick. So if I feel like it, I may throw a little weld right in there, clean it up. You never know. Not a huge deal. We're going to put a truss right over top of this anyway. So not a huge deal. On that side, I'll try and do it just a little bit cleaner and see where we wind up. But we definitely learned a lot by cutting them in half while they were on there. That made getting them off way easier because it gave us some room to get underneath of it on the back side here. So let's get number 2 done. Well, our rear axle is as cleaned up as she's going to be for today until we get our truss kits in, and then we just have these nipples. And I'm not sure about these bits that were for the U-bolts for the sway bar, but for now, the leaf spring perches are off, the shock location little tabs are off, everything's cleaned up, and we moved her to the back of the trailer so we can work on the front axle. That's really about it for this thing. Get a truss coming and hopefully get it in before Christmas. Hopefully. maybe I'd like to winter wheel. But yeah, let's get that front done. Now we're on to the very, very fun part of this swap. And that is the front axle. These things are ridiculously strong for a multitude of reasons, and they're also a huge pain in the ass because of those reasons. So we have to remove this entire radius arm mount, the sway bar mount, all of this, the track bar mount. We got to come over here, and this is actually casted into the axle over on this side, so that's going to be even more fun to remove. And then we'll cut all this stuff off, and if you're doing this swap, be prepared to spend a solid day just cutting. It's gonna take that long just to go through this, get some quality blades, and bring some friends, give them pizza and beer to help cut. So
I haven't got either one of those, but here I am.
I've offered beer. Somebody's on call. But yeah, we're gonna start hopping into this and see what we can't get cut off. There is the easy side. This thing is massive. It's so heavy. So we've gotten a large chunk of this removed. Now we're going to come at it from this way and that way and this way and this way and this way and just remove as many big chunks as we can. And then we'll go in with the cutoff wheel and the flap wheel and clean it up. So let's get to it. What do you think?
Should have bought a plasma cutter. That's what I think.
I've said that a time or two when building axles, that's for sure. But you know, we have learned a lot today. We've gotten this side 90% of the way there. That side is still like all the way there.
Yeah, we haven't cut one bracket off the driver's side.
So the cool thing about my trailer, the center's empty, so it's actually been a really, really awesome work platform. But so we're having to cut all of this casted material off, and it is super thick. So we're cutting all that. We're cutting this, all of this. We've removed all of it here. We're just working on cleaning up that final bit. We've gone through umpteen cutoff wheels.
Yeah, a couple sawzall
grinding
blades,
discs, flap wheels, sawzall blades. Yeah. But I think we're pretty well there for the day.
I think so. Yeah, it's getting dark, and
time changes today.
Yeah.
So that kind of screwed us out of an hour, and
actually we would have got an extra hour because it's fall back, spring forward.
I like spring forward.
Okay, well,
I'm just
fall
saying.
back.
I like longer. I like longer sunrise, like
Also,
Sunday,
yeah,
like sunny days. But yeah.
It's a start. It's a start. So brackets off, truss on, gears, locker, new brakes. Mock that thing up under there.
I honestly think I may do a set of fresh pads, and I'll turn down the rotors, but they're in pretty good shape. So, but these things are absolute like behemoths. There's so much metal to remove and work and just grind that plan a weekend. Like if you can get this done in a day, kudos.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you're not getting it done in a day unless you have a torch or plasma, something to get it cut.
I don't see how you could. It'd be a lot of work. You could. I'm just not willing to do that anymore. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe.
Hit that notification button too.
Yeah, we're trying to amp up content, guys. I know we were a little lacking there for about 3 months, but you know, we're really pushing hard. We're almost to 1,000 subscribers, so please tell your friends, get your mom an account, sign her up to subscribe, you know, whatever. Just help us get to that 1,000 mark. We'll hopefully be able to do some really cool stuff once we get there. We can go live on the channel. Maybe we'll set up a time to do that. And we're going to really try and get these builds done as fast as we can moving into these winter months now that we've got a little bit of spare time. So my race schedule actually just slowed down a little bit. So even more than I was planning on it. So we're going to have a lot more time to get this stuff done and hopefully go wheeling with some 1-tons. So we'll see you guys next week.